One of the many virtues to possess in this field is the ability to recognize success while remaining unbiased. Many of you would say, well, that's easy, it's your job. True, but for a lot of us, we came into this field driven mainly by passion, a passion instilled before we can even formulate a spoken, let alone a written sentence. Today, as a Brazilian football fan, I must recognize a feat one of my nation's clubs has very successfully attained during these recent times. Clube Atlético Mineiro, from the city of Belo Horizonte, the country's third most populous metro area, has always been one of the most prominent sides in the domestic league, and a hotbed for talent ever since the 1960s and 70s with club idol Reinaldo, the king of the Mineirão, who came into the scene at Atlético after Dada Maravilha, who was only behind Pelé, Friedrich, and Shorty Romário as Brazilian football's history's top goal scorers, aside from being most notably known as the first champion after winning the inaugural season back in 1971. Atlético, or Galo, the Rooster, has had a pretty conservative record internationally up until 2012, when most football fans outside of Brazil generally considered other sides as frontrunners, like three-time continental winners São Paulo and Santos, the massively popular Flamengo and Corinthians, the Southern Giants Grêmio and Internacional, and Cruzeiro, Atlético Mineiro's bitter rivals. Now on to my point and the reason as to why Atlético Mineiro, o Galo doido, o Galão da Massa, the people's crazy rooster, should be added to that bunch. Ever since they started playing in the Arena Independência in 2012, Atlético Mineiro has had the best home record in the entire world. No other club, Brazilian or European, has been more successful host. The stadium, by no means massive in size, fitting just about 23,000, is situated in the easily accessible Horto district in eastern Belo Horizonte, which is also home to the city's only female penitentiary, and has also witnessed some spectacular turnarounds by Atlético recently, from the Libertadores in 2013, when they were crowned South American champions with Ronaldinho, up until this year's Brazil Cup title over rivals Cruzeiro. Since the venue was renewed 2 years ago, up until these numbers were gathered last month by a fellow pundit, we saw 82 home matches by Atlético in all competitions. The numbers: 58 victories, 21 draws, and only 3 losses. These numbers are better than any Latin or European side during the same time. So to put them into perspective, one of, if not the world's best team at the moment, Real Madrid, has lost 4 in 68 at the Bernabeu. Bayern, 5 losses in 60 at the Allianz Arena. Atletico Madrid, 5 losses in 65 at the Calderón. Barcelona, mighty Barcelona, 4 in 50 at the Camp Nou. Chelsea, 7 in 47 at the Bridge. Even Galo's bitter rivals and current back-to-back national champions, Cruzeiro, 4 losses in 57. The only side that came close were Portuguese giants Benfica, 4 losses in 82 at the Estádio da Luz. I'm not going to be naive and say that it's easy to compare in the same level, for instance, Chelsea playing such rivals as West Ham or Newcastle, as to Atlético Mineiro playing sides like Ituiutaba or Chapecoense, with all due respect. But it's still very impressive if you ask me. I mean, what else should we expect from the same place that saw the United States beat mighty England in the 1950 World Cup? The place holds something magical, am I right? Maybe I'm not, but let's live a little. It's fun to dream. Bye for now.